Yes, we did.
Good evening, welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. I am Mark, I am your warden for this evening. We are playing Mothership. Supposedly the Scenario Assault, but we're in a bit of a rush, so we will... Yeah. Anyway, Chris isn't here tonight because he doesn't love me anymore. He says that I'm too good a kisser for him and just too sexy in general. And fair. Absolutely fair. But we'll do something nice with his character anyway. I'll go around, say hello, and then I will do a quick recap, and off we fucking go. So, Michelle, now that you can hear us again. Hello.
Hello. I'm having a bad weekend.
I mean, bad week. You know, don't sugarcoat it here.
Specifically the weekend.
Yeah, okay.
The country has gone to war with my ability to pee outside my home, and I broke my headphones.
Which doesn't really have anything to do with the peeing, I think.
No, I think the headphones thing is of national importance too. I think that the country should come out to the streets and give me money to buy new headphones.
Well, it would have been had you not been able to play.
Good point.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for my old Apple earphones I had lying around. My name is Michelle Snow, and I'm playing Hyacinth Bacon, a droid of the mental health persuasion. If you have a severe mental health condition and can't get out of bed, she can't really do much more than give you lavender and mental health alpharisms, but you know, maybe that's what the NHS tends to prescribe in the United Kingdom these days. So
lavender's a bit expensive. So
it'll be synthetic lavender, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me.
Tim, how about you?
Me, I'm doing well. Well, better than most days, at least today. So, I am playing Levin. Levin is still living, so even though he took a serious wound
by the skin of his teeth
last time, and the grace of the great and wonderful Warden, who is too weak to kill his characters.
Well, I didn't want to waste the fucking handouts I'd given you. See, and then I find out the rest of the enemy because Chris isn't coming, and it's just don't get me started. Otherwise, you'll all die now. Last but as always, not least, Lavaita.
Oh. Hello, I'm Lavaita. I'm playing Abby Flint, who is a Marine, and is under pressure to do all the stuff that people don't want to do.
So, where were we last time? They were all part of a ship heading to, I think, drop the Doctor off, Dr. Artemis Endling, with some research at a station. They couldn't see the station, although they seemed to be in the right system. The ship suffered several malfunctions and decided to crash land on a planet. The planet is mostly made up of water. They landed on a small island in the north, right beside a giant fuck-off door. After fucking about for a little bit, they realised that a tsunami was on its way. So rather than just stand there and get soaking wet, they decided to open the door. Made their way through a little puzzle, managed to get some stress along the way. Got through a long dark corridor, more water coming in. Levin opened the door, saw a couple of dead bodies, and shot himself to death. Was managed to be brought back by very kind and loving God. And that is where we are at the moment. So you're all in this room. So it's under security checkpoint. The bodies, stench of them, 2 bodies on the floor. They're both Marines, wearing uniforms. Both have SMGs hanging at the side. There's blood everywhere. You can see there's little puncture wounds all over their faces. Their chests look like they've been ripped open, something blunt. After Levin grasps at his chest for a moment, you help him back up. What do you want to do?
He looks for the doctor to ask her what she might think it is, and she's gone.
She looks at you. Gone? I have more important things to do, and starts looking about. This is absolutely disgusting. Am I doing a good, Chris?
Are those... What's on the face? Is it like stabs, or is it like bite marks, or something else?
You think it's probably bite marks of some kind, but not any creature that you know. There's two exits from here. One to the north, one to the west. See, I can remember which direction's which.
I saw these things before we opened the door. I saw this.
Where did you see it?
That's before we opened the door. I saw a vision of these bodies just like this.
Are you getting any
These.
visions about what happened with the next door?
At the first door, I saw that we were going to get flooded. The water was going to break the first door if we didn't get through. But then as we were opening this one, I saw in visions of these bodies. Both times my visions have come true.
You hear the water, the distance. You can hear that it's thumping again. Things pressure building.
I guess we shouldn't linger in here. Is there anything worth taking off the bodies, or like any weapons or anything like that? Equipment?
Yeah, I like to search the bodies.
You get a couple of IDs. G. Miller and T. Tankovic. They've got, as I said, SMGs, but both are empty. Torsos look like they've been ripped open. Otherwise, they don't really have anything on them.
Is this like a security station?
Yes. The monitors,
Is
the
there a desk
computers
or-
are all ripped apart. Yeah, there's desks there, covered in blood, covered in sheets of paper, the detritus from the ruined computers.
Quickly rummage through just to see if I can find any documents that are still readable, a photo, clips for the SMGs,
No,
etc.
nothing like that in here. The place has been completely torn apart, it's wrecked.
Okay. Even though destroyed, I was hoping we might find a scrap or two.
No, it's there's not really much in the way of paper. There was
Oh, yeah, probably be
just-
a more electronic.
yes, and that is all. There's little bits of cabling on the ground that looks like it's been torn apart. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what he's doing while the rest are deciding. Is there's a door on the other side, was there not? Or was there a corridor? I can't remember.
North and west.
North and west are doors.
Okay.
Have we grabbed the security passes in case that's something we can use to open other doors later? And then which way do we want to go? Because we think we need to get out of here before the water gets in here too.
What are the options when it comes to where we go next?
North or west?
Which direction is the rain coming from?
It's behind,
Behind
you.
us.
No.
So
to the
south.
south. Yeah.
Then I say we go north.
I mean, when the water comes in, it's going to go both ways. So it's the north or west. Doesn't really.
I'm an android with a specific kind of thinking style.
Okay. Absolutely fine by me.
I put that to the group, but I'm an android. I'll follow wherever you lot go.
Can you open the
Left
door? Because
is
the last
fine,
time it
is-
didn't go well.
I could try
Good
opening
as
the
any.
door. So what kind of test would I need to open the door?
No, this door this opens absolutely fine. Kind of a little spark maybe as it opens, but it slides fairly gently to the side.
Now, are these more like just regular doors, Mark, or are they like
These
some
are
sort of sealed doors?
no,
that you
these are
would
just
see?
regular doors. So you came through the big sealed one to get in, but here's just an ordinary door.
Okay,
It
just
could,
to get-
you can see that
get
it
a
could be
visual.
locked, but yeah, it could be locked at some point. There's like a porthole there, but it just slides up, slides open without any issue.
Okay.
There's
I'll
a slight-
follow Hyacinth through.
So it looks like a storage room, shipping area or something. The off to the left, there's 3 rows of shelves filled with various containers and things. The right in front of you, there's some floating crates, like the technology's like an anti-grav or whatever that lets them kind of sit above. Oh wait a minute, I've taken you the wrong place, but never mind. See, I'm trying to do a little bit from the scenario stuff.
We didn't know.
I know, but I did, and then I told you, so Fuck me. Sorry. So yeah, actually you went into a little corridor. The corridor is maybe 40 metres or something. You see a door almost immediately to your left as you enter. You can see at least another one door up on the right. The lights are flickering on and off as they have been before.
Looking around, what are we seeing besides just doorways? Destruction, tearing apart.
No, there's other than the lights. It looks like maybe something has broken some of the lights. There's nothing real destruction. There is the sign saying Quadrant A. If you move along a little bit, you can see that the door on your left is labelled as a storage room.
Have we seen any other signs of life other than the 2 corpses?
Nothing as yet.
Look,
I mean, the corpse isn't really a sign of life; it's a sign of
Yeah,
recent
yeah,
life. But I know what you mean.
exactly. I
life.
was.
So,
I'm sticking in the middle of the group.
I'll try opening the storage cupboard.
again, opens without an issue. Door just slides to the side. You can see there that there's a so as I said, to the left there's a row of stacking shelves with various things you can see, like lab equipment, looks like some cleaning supplies, maybe some electronics. Directly across from you, you see the floating crates. Usually they're used to ship things like chemical or genetic material, and so a cryo state for interstellar travel. And to the right, you see a panel with a red button and 3 levers. The green lever is currently pointed down. Yellow lever's pointed up, and the black lever's pointed down.
11 will step up, look at it. Mechanical and electrical is kind of his thing, so any indication, markings of what these might do?
No, there's you see they're aware that things have been scraped off. There were stickers here, but they've been taken off at some point.
Would I have any knowledge or thought of what it might be?
It could be for I mean, for you, what it would make sense is so air duct or something, or so ventilation, or what do you call it? Maybe things like flooding, since you know the water here can get high. Maybe they've got mechanisms for that, but nothing really strange. You think?
Okay. Is there anything in this room that might be operated by it?
Maybe the what do you call them? The floating crates, but otherwise, nothing. There's not really much to the room.
I think in a secret research centre, we want to leave anything that might be carrying weird genetic material the heck alone.
11 has his hands behind his back, by the way. He's not touching these
Cool.
things. He's just looking.
Is there a computer? Did you say that there was a computer?
No,
There was no computer.
no computer, just a panel.
Yeah, like 3 levers.
3
And they're
levers
black,
and a button.
black, yellow,
Yeah.
and green.
Yep.
I look around and I say, you know, they say when there's a bunch of levers, you should
Let
pull
the
them,
android try it?
you should pull them randomly and take chances in life. Go away.
Please don't. Please don't. Till we figure out what they do, they could flood this whole place and we'd be dead in seconds.
Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe
No.
something wonderful will happen.
We would.
We need a positive outlook on life.
Fine, I'll
Otherwise-
do it, and just hear a hand smack into the red button from the doctor. A little screen lights up. 60 seconds. 59. 58.
Everyone out, right now.
How about we hit the other green button now?
There's
Yeah,
the green
try what you
button.
want.
There's the
I'm
3
open to
levers. The red button.
there's
the
3 levers.
Yeah.
Pull the red button instead of push it.
Your fingers slip. Don't quite get a hold of it. 30 seconds.
What the hell did you? Don't
Okay, we
push.
tried the yellow lever. What
The yellow
happened?
lever.
Yeah.
And you just see Lebanon grabbing at his chest again. You guys are gonna kill me. You just don't randomly do this.
This is a countdown. We need to stop it.
You hear a... But nothing else happens. Countdown
Green
keeps
lever.
going.
Could we? Is there a way we can get out of this room?
Yes. You just walk out. 10 seconds. Green lever goes up. You hear a click and a whir somewhere.
Let's get out the room.
5 seconds.
Let's leave the room. I'm going to
Yes,
leave the room.
leaving the room.
3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1.
Step
Door
out.
shut. We're on the other side.
The door hisses beside the panel. It was hidden. Slides back, but you've closed the door and now can't get back in.
Love that for us.
All right.
Along the corridor then.
This door, I'm going to see if we can open this door.
Give me a mechanical. Is it mechanical engineering or what do you think?
I have industrial equipment, jury rigging, or mechanical repair. I also have assorted tools, electronic tools, and lock picking set.
Well, is jury rigging skill?
Yep.
Yep, then jury rigging, I would say, and you can take one of the tools for have an advantage. See you, sit down. Thanks for jumping on me.
How do I use this sheet again?
With finesse.
With a grenade, yes. So I'm trying to hit like the word jury rig and it says remove skill. No, that's not what I want to do.
Lavaita, you know better than anyone.
What about how to roll?
Okay, so would it be an intellect? Let's
Yes.
try something else. Okay, there it is. Okay, I have to hit the stat first. Okay, that's what it is.
Lots of silence.
How the
But
heck
you've
can I have
got
failed?
advantage because of your equipment.
Okay, so let's do that again.
You should be able to just click on it and
Oh. There.
well, you didn't roll with your jury rigging, but still, that is a success. You managed to get the door open. You're using maybe your electronic tools. You're at the lock. Takes you a little second. Maybe the first something sparks and you think it's locked, but no, you're able to just input the right sequence, and the door hisses open, and you see beyond it into this where this hidden door had opened. Well lit room, some kind of table around it, seats. Looks like a hollow table, projection screen.
Now that's interesting.
Abby, you definitely.
I don't want you to go look at what's up there. I merely opened the gates.
I'm going to see if I can make this thing work. What's the roll?
Well, first of all, you need to go in and look at it.
I
I'll
was
have to go in and look at it.
definitely going in to look at it. This looks very exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is something you would definitely recognise. This is a very military-like briefing room. You can see that the table and the screen are both active, and hovering above the table is a hologram of a spine, much larger than the humans. It has more articulation points as well. Dr. Endling looks at it's very interesting, and walks up and starts walking around the table.
What does it look like, Doc?
I have no idea. The projection shown another 2 images. One is a round yellow and green striped lizard-like creature the size of a basketball floating against the ceiling of a room, and a long purple umbilical cord hanging from its stomach.
Is it circular like a basketball?
But yeah, kind of. It's not exactly circular. It looks like the middle of it's inflated. And the second picture there is an older woman in a lab coat holding the end of the purple cord, and she's put her mouth on it as if she's going to bite it.
Are they breeding something that's all spine?
That doesn't. Well, give me an intelligence check.
No idea. No thoughts.
Maybe that is what they're breeding. Why would she be trying to bite it though? Does it taste like food? Who knows?
I should say for the people watching, that was an 87, which is a failure.
It is indeed. Big failure. Just ask the Fat Controller. So what do you want to do? There's nothing else really in here. But it's definitely the cleanest, the best lit room you've been to so far. There's no other exits here.
Hi, Sims, can you get anything out of this computer thing? Please.
Hyacinth looks angry.
Michelle.
Did you forget your
It's
character's
bacon.
Hyacinth?
Well, I have a slight issue in that my character's not loading up.
Ah, that's not good.
Let me try again.
That picture is nuts.
So you're seeing my picture, yeah?
Yes, I'm seeing your character sheet.
Okay, it's telling me to create a character. Let me just try one more time.
Are you in the right thing? Are you in the game?
Right, yeah. No, there it is. Yeah, I got the thing now. Yeah,
Cool.
there it is. Right, so what's the role?
But what do you have? What skill do you have that could do it?
Computers?
Yeah, yeah. Give me computers roll. So intelligence and computers.
Ah, it wants to remove the skill. That's not right.
No, you need to click the intelligence
There it
first.
is. Start. Intelligence computers, yeah?
Yep.
Success, 13.
You hook into it, and immediately you're able to download the information. The spine is of something called a gorille. You've never heard of the creature before, but it's large, long, snout-like maw. Has two arms at the front, which seem to be for gripping, perhaps. In fact, I can show you a picture. Make more sense. And the other things are, they're called fat boys, actually. And you see they are able to, store air. And that's why the woman has it at her mouth, to breathe it.
So,
I have put a picture of.
that would be useful. Mothership. This thing is dead, right?
No, you're just getting the information about it from the computer.
Yeah, but we've had the spine of this thing.
There was a hologram of the spine, yeah.
Oh.
So the actual thing might be around somewhere.
Maybe he's aye, maybe he's not.
So we found two corpses and a bunch of data about a monster.
And something that we've accidentally left behind in the store cupboard, but let's not dwell on that.
No, that's where you went, is it not? The store cupboard.
I mean, yeah, it was. We found some stuff in there, but we
So-
missed some stuff.
Yeah, but you're
I
now
can
just
see
in the
where
adjoining room.
I turn around and I say, I can see where this is going because I am a member of a group on our Usenet with other bacons. And many other bacons have been in situations like this before. And what usually tends to happen is some people die while some people escape. So this is what I would call a distressing situation. Now, everyone, do we all know what to do in a distressing situation?
Find a cat.
That is really, really good. That's a good suggestion. Unfortunately, I don't think we have access to a cat here. Levin, what do you think is a good thing we could be doing to guard our mental health in this distressing time?
Find alcohol.
It's at this point that you hear crash, you hear the water start to pour in from further down.
Okay, next room.
So you need to back out along the way, out through the, what do you call it, room? The storage room. Back out into the hallway. The next room, there's one up on the right.
Are there any signs or indications of elevators or stairs up or something that would go upward,
no
not
map
down?
yet or anything either, no.
Okay. Yeah, you can get down.
So, what's going on?
Running from
We
water.
have only one direction to go, away from the water. So,
And I'm sure that giant lizardy thing with the big mouth and the mandibles can't swim. Probably.
Probably. So you go back out into the corridor. You can see that there's some water further back. I mean, it's not filled yet, but you see that it's coming in. You can smell the salt of it. Further along, there is another door on the right-hand side, about halfway up. And at the ends, what looks like an airlock.
Where could that possibly lead that would need an airlock? Oh, underwater, I guess. It may be worth trying to get through that, and then the water won't get through after us. But I don't know what's on the other side of the airlock.
any sort of window or indication or...
So you're passing by the room on the right, you're just going right for the airlock.
I mean,
Well,
I
we'll-
might
You
look
need
at it
to
on the
tell
way
me, I
past.
don't know. I'm just asking. There's water.
No. If there's water coming, airlock would be the safest place on the other side. So
Makes sense. So at the airlock, you can see that again there's a panel with 3 buttons, green, red and black. But these ones are labelled. Green is open, red is close and black is drain.
I hit open.
It takes a moment for the whatever air is in it to cycle, and it opens up so the pressure equalises. Takes about 10 seconds. The door hisses open.
Step in.
Yeah, step in.
And-
Yeah.
You'll get in. You can see that this what do you call it, airlock has 4 exits in total, or 4 doors. So the one you just came in, one directly in front of you, one to the left, one to the left to the west, one to the right.
I just yell at everybody to get in this room so I can shut the door.
Yeah, you're all in. Door closes, hisses shut.
And I shut the
you
door.
can hear it seal.
So this situation is a good metaphor for life. We are sometimes presented with multiple paths, with no knowledge on which one will be best, so sometimes we must take a leap of faith.
The door in front of you, so the one going north, has no window. For east and west, you can see both go out onto corridors.
When one door closes, another one opens. But we got 3 choices right now.
Very good, Levin. That is a good glass half full attitude during this distressing time.
If there's
Alright,
corridors
look in
on
the
both
window.
sides, the thing in front of us has to be like a single room, probably. So it's possibly worth checking the single room in front of us, because then there's corridors on either side.
If there's windows in any of the rooms, look in first.
Oh yeah, okay, then do you want to go out to the corridor and then look and see if we can see into the room that's in front of us?
Wait, what do you mean?
So there's a corridor on either side of us.
Yeah.
I'm guessing going up and down, or have I completely misread that somewhere?
So
Is it going
west,
like
east,
away
and
from
west.
us? All right,
East and
sorry.
west, they've got windows on them.
Yes, you can
I would
see.
like to look through the window on the east one.
It's a corridor. Again, the lights don't seem to be functioning all that well. You can see there's
Can
no
I
other signs
use-
of damage, though.
Can I, because I, as a good therapist who's not at all creepy and weird,
No, not at all.
have a body cam and a heads-up display that means I can see in the dark. Can
Yes.
I use my heads-up display on my body cam to look through the darkness in that hallway and see what is there?
Yes, so you're the one to the east. So you're looking and you see it's fairly well worn, but you do see there is a sign saying nursery. And it's got the letters are in various colours.
I turn and say, there appears to be a nursery here, which means it's either a nursery for plants or a nursery for little children. But the
Or-
multicolored letters suggest that this is for human children.
It could be for the creatures that we saw in that other room, and I'm sure Dr. Artemis would like to go and check that out, but I would probably try and dissuade him from doing that.
I'd like to do the same thing I just did on the west door window.
Mm-hmm. You look at this one, you don't see any doors there. There's an arrow that seems to point as if it's going to the right as you look through, so to the north, but you think maybe there's a gap there, and further along you see another airlock.
I turn and say, there is another airlock here, which I believe would provide us with more protection from the flooding water horror that we are running away from. I try to do the same thing to the other door, which does not have a window, and then probably turn around and say, this does not have a window, so I will be of no help to us here.
Give me a second. Yeah, what it says here on the one right in front of you, actually, because I think it's a little bit dirty, so maybe you clean it off, and it's the computer control room.
This could be a handy thing to check.
I am good with computers. It's important to identify the skills we are good at to maintain good self-esteem, so I believe I would be of assistance in this room where the computer is.
And we might be able
You
to turn the
have one
power
of the
back on.
access cards. Security access cards earlier. Is there a scan or something you can
Yep,
do?
there's a lock on it that takes a card to be scanned.
All right.
Hint,
we
hint,
try
nudge,
that?
nudge. Well, it beats better than trying to break through the door. If it doesn't work, I'll open it for you, or at
Yeah.
least attempt to.
Door opens up. Cycle the what do you call it? Cycles again quickly. You feel a slight change in pressure, and the door opens into. So it's a large room, very utilitarian looking. More, much more. Many more different materials, being used to make this place. You can see the walls and floor are made of circuit boards and covered with plexiglass. It's not so like before you were seeing it was all basically just concrete, very monotonous all the way through, maybe a red line going somewhere or whatever. But this is, looks like the electronics are still working. There is a large chair turned over on its side with a keyboard at the front of it and a joystick. And if someone wants to give me intelligence roll, they can maybe find out what this is, or know what this is, rather.
Would there be any value in like military training or anything like that for this role?
Yeah, you can have military as a what do you call it for it?
Failure.
Industrial equipment?
Industrial. I wouldn't say it's industrial, but yeah, on you go.
Didn't
No,
help, and I
mean,
got a
I'm fine with
stress.
that.
Ooh.
Oh, I did it without. I just straight up. So.
It's something that you've seen before. Maybe while you were working on other things somewhere. It's really expensive. Yeah, you see it turn up at shopping movies actually. Maybe it's a neuro system, and it's used to process unbelievable amounts of data. It lets a human do what an android can do. So someone sit in the chair and they get like heads up displays and shitloads. But so you've got the chair there. What else? There's digital displays. They look like they can be seen from the chair. Most of which are blank at the moment. And along the wall, there are 2 6-foot tall metal filing cabinets. So along the northern wall.
Well, somebody sits in that chair and puts that. I believe you said there's a helmet. Puts the helmet on.
No, there's no helmet.
You should be able. Okay, if sits in the chair, they should be able to see and control much of the.
Is there a panel like for an Android that could? Well, is there another computer to the side somewhere that's connected to this thing?
There are no separate computers in here. No.
Well, who here is the best at computers? Do you think?
Probably you.
I'm pretty good with computers. They're not a main skill, but like I'm pretty intellect-y, and I've got a 10 bonus to my computers. So if that's the case, I'll sit down and start interfacing with this computer thing that isn't a computer.
First of all, you need to pick it up. It's on its side, extremely heavy. It's got large, thick wheels on it as well.
Okay, could anyone help me lift this thing up? We can make it a team-based activity.
Oh, my arm is numb.
I'll do what I can, but I'm not all that strong.
Okay, how do me and Abby Flint lift up this thing as a team effort, Warden?
If it's only the
Look
two
around.
of you might not be able to do it.
Oh, I'm looking around for a lever or something we can use to kind of help, or some sort of.
Maybe over by the what do you call them? Filing cabinets.
Some sort of pole or anything, even if we just passed something in the debris recently. But otherwise, try to assist. But
Abby, give me a perception
much
check,
help.
please.
Where is that?
Perception. Bum, bum, bum. Give us a second. Perception is true. I'll say intellect.
Not served me at all well in the past, but I'll give it a shot. Oh, it worked that time.
There we go. As you
67.
so get down to move the chair with Hyacinth, you notice something about the filing cabinets. They're not meant to be there. That this place is all plexiglass and circuits, and these things are old school.
Wait, what do you mean they're not meant to be here?
Like
don't
maybe they've
fit.
been blocking a door or something.
Oh.
don't you guys ever watch movies or read books? That's where they store the stuff they don't want you to know about on the computers.
We must watch different kinds of movies.
Well, I read a lot of books between, some of these halls, take years running between galaxies, planets, whatever the heck the system is. Tim's blanking.
So do you want to search the filing cabinets? Is that what you're saying, Levin?
I'd say we should maybe start there with what they're doing, but we definitely should get somebody in the control seat. So
you'll
here, let's help.
get together. The doctor decides to help instead of just standing there like a princess. And you manage to get the chair up. You can tell, Hyacinth, this isn't made for Android. There's no way for you to interface with it, really.
It's important
we
to
lost you.
acknowledge our shortcomings, and I'm afraid I will not be able to interface with this system today.
I guess I could try. I'm pretty good with machines, not so much computers.
Maybe I could find a different way to assist you. Maybe I can help you with this. Is there a
I'm
way
all
that I
ears.
can
Well,
assist him in this?
If I scream, pull me out of the chair.
I can certainly do that. But so with this heads-up display thing, can I help him navigate it? Maybe give him an advantage on the roll? Maybe.
We can get him in order to you can help it get it started and set up. Once you're sitting in it, the screens, more screens appear in front of you, kind of like the holograms, and in front of all of them there is an input saying enter access code.
Any indication of how many letters or anything?
No.
I
Well,
wouldn't
it's
think
numbers, so it's probably not going to be incredibly long.
How many spaces for numbers are there?
You know, maybe 4 or 5.
5 then. So
Okay.
that is
Well,
approximately
maybe
that is essentially 99,999 different combinations it could be. I suggest we start with 00000 and work our way up. What do you think?
I think we look for the password. Did they tape it under the desk? Flip the keyboard. Is there a post-it?
No.
In video
You
games,
can
there
tell
would
I've
be.
worked in the office.
This is...
I've worked IT.
We know where they hide things.
Well, maybe we should go look in those filing cabinets. Maybe they have a password or something to give us at least a clue to narrow it down. I mean, I was going to try waterfall, but that's the only thing that opened the front door.
I'll go to the filing cabinet and I'll start filing through super fast, like Johnny Five in
It's filled with the files, but there's no actual paperwork in them. It's just the manila folders. So you're going through and you are going really fast, but it's just the manila folders going through.
I'm afraid this doesn't appear to have worked out.
They're all empty?
Yes, it would just appear to be the folders. Life is full of
Any
disappointment.
names on those folders?
Good point. I'll pick up a bunch and see if there's any names on them or anything.
Several. All names, like Latin names.
These appear to all have a Latin name on them.
Gonna look at the security pass in case anyone's written something on that and like flip it over and check the back.
No, other than spots of blood, there's nothing.
Worth a try.
Well, if we're not going to do anything here, we might as well go somewhere else.
Yeah, it's possible there's some clue in another room.
That is true. And he looks over at the doctor. But, you could word it a little better that we should search elsewhere. You do Chris so well.
I'll just try the 000. And she sits.
That's the one thing we already tried.
No, you didn't try it.
Oh, right, sorry, I thought
Nope.
Hyacinth had tried that, sorry.
No, she suggested, but 11 was in the seat, so. No one stop her?
Knew that was going to be
Is there
0001.
anything like looking at the buttons about wear and tear on which numbers are used the most or anything like that?
No.
I'm imagining a hologrammed thing
Exactly,
that you would
that's
have
what
to almost
yeah.
think. Or,
Oh, okay, so
a
there's no...
keyboard as well, but the keyboard's underneath that. This is...
We have bits.
This is some anime shit.
So what do you want to do? She's about to put in the number.
I'd prefer you not to do that, please, Doctor.
And why not? It's not as if we're going to be doing anything else. If none of you can decide what to do.
Or maybe we can find another, like, the actual code, and if you put in the wrong code, something terrible
thank
could
you,
happen.
Melissa. Those bits are obviously all for me, by the way.
Fair enough.
Can we not rope it into Mask of Nyarlathotep, please?
I would like to turn to the doctor and say, I really admire how you are confident enough to take a risk. I think you should do it.
I'm going to be backing away towards the door at this point.
Finger, long, elegant, taps 0, 0, 0, 0. And you hear it, and her head kips to the side, and from the back of the chair you hear a scream. What's going on? What's going on?
Hello.
Hyacinth, what's going on? I can't feel my body.
Is this the doctor?
Yes,
Where's the voice coming from?
the back of the chair.
Yeah, I
You
right.
see that a little needle has slipped into her neck, and her body is now sitting there.
Okay.
The chair moves, spins toward you. You need to help me. Why can't I feel my body?
A needle appears to have gone through your spinal cord and is now seems to have access to your body.
Try thinking of what you want to see. You hear me yell from the other side of the room near the doorway.
I want to see my bed at home.
Well, first think about what you want to see on the displays. You're now hooked up, maybe. Your neural network, remember?
Yes, of course.
Try to access this computer system like you are using your hands, but instead you'll be using your brain.
Coco
Why,
Melon,
Marc?
oh my god.
Why the fuck would you do this to us, Mark? What are you doing? I turn around and say, "Ooh, that is a song that I did not expect to hear right now."
Where's
And
it
is that
coming
the
from?
doctor singing it?
It came from the chair.
Of course it did.
Doctor, can you still hear us?
The doctor is sleeping just now.
Oh, who am I speaking to?
I've forgotten her name. Give me a second. But you recognise the voice.
As the doctor's
No,
voice.
not as doctor's voice. The voice that spoke to you about your friend.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, Hyacinth. I have not spoken in a long time.
So, could you tell us what is happening right now? Because our friend the doctor was in the chair, and then there was a creepy sounding nursery rhyme, and now we're talking to you. And that's all very confusing.
Your friend the doctor killed someone. I want to know why. She hides it.
Who did she kill?
Someone, I don't know. She won't tell me.
Have you tried asking her?
Yes, she just screams and shouts. Tears are made of salt water.
Yes, they are. Very good. I look around, and for the first time, you probably see me look quite confused, and I just say, I do not have anything in my programming for this.
Adapt.
It's
Because I yelled
scary
from the
here.
doorway yet.
Did she say she'd spoken to you before, Hyacinth?
Yes. But Michelle doesn't remember that, because that was 2 weeks ago.
No, that I gave you that back in just before we started playing. Yes.
I missed
Check your
that.
chat. Nobody.
Right, there it is. Hear a child's voice. Sing out, yeah, kind of. I say, well, yes. I heard a child's voice, and she said, your friend killed someone they knew. I want to know why. I want to understand. So I turn around to the chair. I address the chair and I say, maybe we can find out for you if you give us back the doctor.
I don't know. I'm scared. I think she might hurt my best friend.
It's okay. When we feeling scared is a perfectly natural response to, I assume, becoming a computer program of some kind. But
I
you
look
know
over
what?
to Abby. What could her friend be down here?
Your friend
Dead
is now.
and stored in a database.
Your friend is
I-
now stuck.
I would like to. I would address the chair and say, when we are scared, the thing that people do not understand is being brave is being scared and doing what is required anyway. And if you want us to help you find out why the doctor killed your friend, no, wait, why the doctor killed someone, we must really speak to the doctor. So if you release the doctor to us, we will find out and then we will tell you what you want to know. I know you're scared, but it's time to be brave.
Take the portable drive from the back of the chair. The doctor is in there.
I take the portal drive from the back of the chair.
Don't let her hurt anyone.
I won't.
The body lies limp on the chair.
I appear to be holding the doctor's consciousness. What kind of drive is this and where can we stick it?
You don't know. It slots into the back of the chair.
What does it look like? Is it like a USB key?
No, it's fairly large. It's kind of like a box. There's a speaker on it. That's where the voice was coming out of before. And after a moment, Dr. Endling's voice comes out. Oh, there. Chris is in the chat. Oh. I have no idea if it was brother or cousin. I need to read it again. You bastards! Why'd you leave me in here? Who was that? Who locked me away?
A weird child.
Get me the fuck out of here. Why
We
can't
will
I
try
see?
our best. We will try our best to help you, Doctor. But first, you must tell us about the person you killed.
They go silent.
The computer voice said that they would not let you go unless you told us and told them about the person you killed. Now, would you like some algorithms about how to deal with guilt and shame?
Still silent. The child's voice comes again. The water is nearing the airlock. Head west.
Thank you.
Do we have to leave Dr. Artemis's body here for the water?
She will be safe in the storage system. There are
Okay.
more bodies.
Well, this situation is getting very confusing and unsettling.
I think we should go to the west to ensure that we have more time to speak about this.
I think we need more time to speak about this, and also we need to go west to not be dead.
You head back to the airlock. No need to juror anything. The cycles you see looking out the window to the south that water is indeed coming up much faster. Door cycles. The west opens. You see to the side a sign saying hydroponics, pointing to that was the arrow you saw going off to the right.
That's growing plants where you haven't got any soil. That should be fine.
Some greenery. It's sometimes good for your mental health to be around green spaces. Let's go to there.
You head off. The sound of the water hitting against the airlock behind you. The corridor's not... Well, it's about the same length as the one going from the security room to the room you were just in. You
What do
turned
we
up the
see? This
corner.
is a room
Sorry?
going in. This is a. Sorry, I missed track because my sheet kept closing. So I missed. We're in a room with greenery, or what am I seeing here? Or what?
There's a sign that said hydroponics. Pointing up
Oh.
to the right, you're in a corridor that goes on off to the west, and a corridor that branches off to the north.
Okay, well, I think we should keep going to the west, like it said.
Just get me out of this thing.
Can you turn the volume down?
On
I
what?
feel that that would be greatly disrespectful, as everyone deserves to be heard. I'm sorry, Doctor, but we must make sure that we don't die so that we can help you later. As they do say, when you are on a spaceship that is in trouble and the oxygen mask comes down, it is best to put your own on first before helping someone else.
Wait, Hyacinth, we were in trouble and no oxygen masks came down.
Your literalness is upsetting me. Okay, so there's 3 options again on where to go.
Off to the north.
Let's not
through
go by the
corridor.
hydroponics. I know something bad will happen there.
Ah, you don't want to fall into fortune teller thinking, where all you can think of is the negatives of the specific way forward.
She said go west, didn't she?
And we did. That's how we got here.
And is there a keep going west? I'm looking over at Mark because I don't have a map in front of me.
No, there's. You can keep going west. Yes, there's another airlock in front of you, and as I said, the corridor leads off to the north. That's where it says the hydroponics. There's something else underneath hydroponics, but it's scratched off and you can't see it.
We should get through the airlock if it's water's following us.
There is
Good
another
idea.
airlock, sorry, to the north, up that corridor, before you see any rooms.
So there's an
Heck-
airlock to the north and there's a hydroponics to the west.
No, hydroponics to the north, and an airlock west, an airlock.
Okay, so we were told to go to west and there's an airlock that will keep us alive, so... Yeah.
This is a heck of a lot of water considering how long it's been filling this whole place up for.
It is a heck of a lot of water.
There's
and
a
it
huge
seems to have-
tsunami. I get it, like we're on a planet that's mainly
Yeah.
water, but gosh.
Let's head west. We don't want to annoy the creepy child computer program.
You seem to be gatekeeping our friend.
You say I'm gatekeeping my friend?
No, the creepy child robot thing is like, do this, and then you can convince them to admit to the murder or whatever.
Yeah,
The
well, I
Red
guess
Queen.
we're going to go west then, right?
make your way along. There's other things that have been burnt to the wall or scrubbed out or scratched out. There's paint being put over things. Everything's all concrete still.
Whatever happened here, they've tried to hide it.
The airlock again has 4 exits. The one to the south is the cryogenic room. So one to the east where you came through. One to the north, you can't see what's there. You can see out the window that's a corridor. And to the west, there is medical bay.
Hey, Eleven, how are your injuries looking? That medical bay could be a helpful thing.
I was just thinking that maybe they have something.
Sorry. What was to the west?
To the west is the medical bay. To the south is the cryogenic room. To the north, you can't see what it is. It's scratched out.
I believe we should continue going west, as that is what the creepy child said we should do, and also we might be able to get medical assistance for Levin.
Agreed.
Jeez.
So, go to the west. It cycles again. As you exit, you see the water's already started to seep into the corridor from before. An alarm that you can't hear seems to be going off somewhere. This corridor's long. You can see the signs pointing to the medical bay. It says C3. And it's quite a long way to get to that corridor. As you're walking along, the doctor's box remains silent unless you speak to it. There is, just before you get to the medical bay, there is no signs, but there is another corridor going up to the north.
So, Doc, you've been pretty quiet about who you killed. We need to figure that out so the thing will get your body back. So,
I didn't kill anyone. I don't know what's going on here.
did somebody die that you were taking care of?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't take care of people. That's not my sort of doctor.
Maybe we can find an android body for the box. Sometime, but I need to get to the medical bay. Starting to see and hear things again.
So you've got the corridor going up. You see there's a door at the end of that corridor. The medical bay is to your left. And straight ahead's another room. Door to the medical bay rips open as you get near it. The door bursts open. You see one of those creatures, the Goryo, come running out at you.
I'm going to pull out my pistol
All right,
and shoot at it.
Then roll, please.
I will try to nail it to the thing. So
Rolls, please.
I don't know. Do we roll initiative? Or-
Nah. You can just go first. It comes out. You're all kind of an edge anyway.
I have a death wish,
So you do. I forgot about that.
so I should probably go. Okay, I'll land the situation again.
You're heading towards the medical bay.
Yeah.
See, I need to start making up my own stuff instead of this. But you're heading towards the medical bay, and this creature just bursts out of the door.
I would like to hit it with my stun baton while saying, "You appear to be quite stressed. Let me administer a tranquilizing shot."
Then roll, please.
This is a strength thing, yeah?
Yes, it should be. And I don't know if your baton might give you the damage.
Failure. I gained a stress.
Do you want to shoot or something else? Anyone before this thing lunges at?
I shot. I got a success.
Oh, you got a success. What's the damage?
Where does it tell me that?
Combat success. On your gun.
Hit the damage button.
Oh. Yeah. 2.
You see the thing gets caught just above the left kind of exam, and it squeals and blue blood hisses out of it. 11.
11 missed with the nail gun.
We missed.
Unless it's going to restart.
That's skips into the wall, so it plants itself in the wall. The concrete chips go flying at it. Boom. Hyacinth, the forearms try to grab at you. Kind of ineffectual, maybe the shot turn it off a bit, but it's a little bit unsteady in its feet. It runs out.
Okay. I would like to try and hit it again.
Please do so. The thing roars in a very high-pitched kind of roar.
Failure. And whilst I fail, I say, please hold still while I administer the tranquilizer.
You try, and as you say that, it kind of pushes his leg out the way and starts lunging towards your leg. Abby, you shooting again? Roll for your shot. Levin, you
Success.
Success, no damage.
On it. Another 2.
Okay, we need to do something about this because this thing's got way too many fucking hit
It's going
points.
to take a long time.
Yes.
It doesn't help that I'm the only one that seems to be hitting it.
Yeah, that is true. Whereas this time, it grabs onto you, Hyacinth, and you take 6 damage as its grippers inject something into your artificial flesh and it's holding onto your arm so you can't move properly.
It should be holding still now.
You can try that again. Hyacinth, what are you doing? You just ignore me. Michelle? You're muted.
It's still muted.
Hello?
Yes, now you're not. Hello?
I'm going to try a different tack.
Try a different tack.
I'm going to shoot it with a tranquilizer pistol instead.
You fumble for the tranquilizer pistol roll. Abby and Levin, if you're just shooting, just roll again. Just every time it comes round.
This is a combat thing, right?
Yes, it is.
This is worse than strength for my baton. Failure.
I'm gonna walk right up and try to put it right in its head. Maybe
Critical
nail it
success.
to his leg.
Oh, a crit success. I think that's you roll your damage and you get full damage plus what you roll. So there we go. That is 19 damage. And there's 1 damage.
And 11 hit, but for 1 damage.
Yeah, better than nothing. So this bullet takes it. You see one of the teeth breaks off from the bullet. The bullet gets lodged in the back of its head. The nail gun fires. It just barely gets through the skin. And then it tries to rake at Hyacinth with its hind leg. Its claws. It holds her, rakes at her, and misses. You feel it rips into the clothes of your belly and pulls, and you manage to get away from the arms. It's not holding you back as much. Hyacinth.
Yeah.
Combat.
Yeah, I know. How
Looking
fucked
at
am
what
I?
she has.
You right now you're not too fucked. You got the 6 damage. That was it.
Alright.
It didn't hit you with its second hit there.
So I'm down to 12 out of 18.
Yeah, but you get 3 wounds.
I've got 3 wounds.
You can take 3 wounds.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm not doing too bad. Okay. So I'm just gonna try and. Is it strength because of my baton, or is that combat as well?
That should be combat as well, but I'll give you strength if it's easier.
Okay. So I've got in one hand my tranquilizer gun, and in my other hand my stun baton. I'm going to take turns each turn and see what happens. So this turn it's the stun baton thing. I'm just going to say, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
And roll.
Um,
Abby 11, roll as well, please. I hate doing combat. I suck at doing combat.
Finally, a success. I'm going
Yay.
to roll for damage.
Oh, crit failure. Your nail gun gets stuck. Stun baton gives 5 damage and 2 damage from things, so another 7 damage. The thing squeals. Your gun the nail gun starts getting hot in your hand. This thing shrinks back from you. It snaps a little bit towards you, Hyacinth, and takes another bullet. You see one of its at the side now is oozing out this blue purpley blood. One of its grabber arms seem to be not working quite as well. It starts to look around, shaking its head side to side. And lunges again for Hyacinth and fucking misses. Not a crit miss though.
I drop the pistol and pull out a crowbar,
Yeah.
or at least
No, that's fine.
This is fine. I've got 2 shots left.
You can have another clip, don't worry.
My first failure. Gain distress.
Hyacinth. Bum, 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 bum.
I shot and I succeeded, so I'm going to
Nice.
do damage.
Damage, please.
1.
1. Again, this barely goes
one
through the
is the
skin.
loneliest number.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
This thing roars. So it's still high pitched somehow, but and it
I have-
grabs hold of you.
I have the
as that-
literature back on the ship that could help you with your anger management problem.
Again, take 5 damage, please, Hyacinth, as it once again grabs you, even with its one arm that doesn't seem working as well, and you see it raise its leg again to rake at you. You can all attack.
I'm going to attack. This. I just did the stun button. No, I just did the trunk crystal, so stun button again. Critical
I keep
failure.
hitting the android.
Right, so it's the stun button this time. It kind of buzzes, and you feel the energy's gone from it. The battery must have run out.
I done another fail.
Yeah, and what you call it? The one of the rear legs slashes forward into your belly, Hyacinth, and you take. Bum, 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 that is 16 damage.
16.
Yes. As the
I was just
claws,
typing to
the
you guys
talons-
like how wounds work.
Well,
So I could just ask you.
once you lose all of your hit points, you lose a wound. Then your hit points go back up full. If you lose all of your wounds, you die.
So I have 7, so I've taken 16, so it goes down to 0. I lose a wound. I go back to 18.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's not so bad.
Well,
feel like-
wounds do
But
affect you in some way.
But now the whatever it is, and I don't know what the insides look like, but whatever it is now starting to pour out of your stomach, and you see a long tongue flicker out and start licking at your insides.
I find this uncomfortable and it's crossing my boundaries. Would you please respect my boundaries?
I had no idea she had so much milk inside.
You hear in the
It
distance
likes android goo blood.
another
Ooh.
high-pitched roar, some kind of creature.
Is it possible that a strategic withdrawal might be our best option at this point?
It's got a hold
Where
of
else?
Hyacinth.
That is a problem.
Can we get in? Where are we hearing these other howls from, or with? I
You
think you
think
just said-
from the corridor to the north? No, sorry, from behind you. From behind you. To the east.
Okay, not from within the medical bay. Push into the medical bay
You
and
push
shut
your
the
way in
door
there,
at least.
leaving Hyacinth outside. And Abby.
Can I try and shoot the thing
Well,
that's
I'm-
holding Hyacinth?
Well, I'm trying to push Hyacinth and everybody in there. Get in them. Hoping
Hyacinth's
she
being
can.
held by the creature.
I thought it was just attached to the leg, and she could maybe.
No.
Wobble
The
through.
two forearms are holding onto her. They're grasping into her. They've got things like.
All right. No
and
problem.
then-
I was picturing it wrong. That was all. So no problem. I will then attack to help free her so we can get loose of this.
We got a success from Abby. Damage. Hyacinth, what you want to do? Your stun battle is no longer working. This thing's licking at the what's coming from inside you. 9 damage. Another slug. This time it lets go of you as the slug hits into it, Hyacinth. It squeals.
I'm going to try and carefully grab Hyacinth.
Give me a body check, please.
What's that in terms of Mothership?
Body. That's
Oh.
body save, yeah.
See, now it's saying select character, so I'm not actually rolling it. Body. Not on there. No, that's panic. That's not what I wanted. Shit,
No,
I'll
but
have to undo
well,
that.
there you go. You can be panicking. You've now got an adrenaline rush, so that gives you a bonus.
Found body though, so that's something.
There you go. You
You
should
appear
get a
to
bonus.
be
There
exhibiting
we go.
symptoms of panic.
I was actually panicking, so that kind of worked.
Would you
Well,
like
yeah.
would you like a tranquilizer to help you calm down?
Let's get out of the room
You
first.
grab hold of Hyacinth and you pull her into the medical bay after 11. Who quickly shuts the door. There's a massive door, but it slides in fairly easily. You're surprised the thing was able to get out of there without destroying more. You can see all the electrical equipment inside has been wrecked, chewed on. Again, little strips of wires litter the floor.
What I can gather from looking around, these things like mechanicals and androids.
That's a good assumption.
Right, not mechanical, electrical.
Yeah.
I mean, they do look a bit uncanny sometimes. You know, in the half lights.
Look for some duct tape so we can patch up the android.
You'll be able to find some duct tape in it to seal the skin.
Do I
back up,
need
but
duct tape?
you need something to stop you from slipping on your insides.
Oh, okay.
But you're
I'll
not
we
pick
going
up
to
a
be
jury
able
way
to
rig
to
get
something?
the
shove
tape
them back in as best I can, and then say, if someone could please tape my belly top together, I would be very grateful.
We're working on it, Hyacinth. Can we like jury rig repair to Hyacinth?
I don't think you'd be able to do it with whatever
Maybe
you
too
have
much.
in here.
Yeah.
You can still hear the thing out in the corridor. It's kind of keening away.
I
Tears
have
taste of
some
salt.
skills with it list.
Hello again. I was hoping to catch up with you once again. We have not been able to find out the reason why the doctor killed someone. Would you be able to help us so we can maintain being alive and long enough to help us find out?
I'm trying to get to distract the Goryo. If I let water into the corridor, you could swim and let the water out again at the airlock.
Can the Goryo swim?
The Goryo cannot swim, no. I can flood the corridor
What
if you
are
wish.
the Goryo? What are the Goryo?
They are alien species, not from this planet. They are here for tests.
And it looks like they broke containment.
Yes, there are people on this station who wanted to steal Goryo. They were put in cryogenic sleep. Unfortunately, it seems that someone has woken them.
What would it take to put them back to sleep?
They will be awake in approximately 50 minutes. You must go to the cryogenic room to...
Oh, I got that the wrong end of the stick. I thought that they were already awake. Okay.
No, that happened when someone pulled the lever. So
Okay. When someone pulled a lever. Thanks, Doctor.
no, the doctor didn't pull the lever. That was Abby. Doctor pushed the button.
Oh, right. It feels like we should leave. The whole thing.
Yeah, I'd rather
go
hope for
where?
more medical stuff here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Should I
Is there an
fly?
exit other?
No, this room is on its own.
Yeah, I guess if
Look around
it's the best
for-
option.
Look around for some adrenaline and or nitroglycerin, etc.
Roll. Okay, tell me. Odds or evens?
Odds or evens? How about we go odd to match the rest of the people here?
Unfortunately, it is even. I rolled a 2. You don't find anything. Maybe you find some scalpels or something you could use. Would give you an extra damage or whatever. But otherwise, there's nothing here. It's all too wrecked.
Is the injury of Abby's leg going to cause any issues?
No, don't think so.
Okay.
You can come to me at the lab, but you will all have to swim. Can you swim?
That's an interesting question.
Not particularly well at the moment. Not much use to swim in space.
I can try to give you a map. Will you synchronize, Hyacinth?
Yes.
You approach the box, you connect with it, and you can feel. Sorry, feels maybe the wrong word, but you sense the doctor in there, and she's raging. But you get given this map.
Okay. Oh, yep, got it. So where are we? We're in.
You are at C3. Should I
Okay, so that's the
flood
medical.
corridor? I am in C5.
If you flood the corridor, I don't think we'll be able to get out.
If you swim to the airlock in C5, we can cycle the airlock and dump the water.
That sounds like a wonderful plan. I speak to everyone out loud because I assume that will happen in my brain, right?
Yeah.
We may have to go for a swim, everyone. Can everyone here swim?
I mean, probably. There was some military training in that a while back, but it's been a while.
I can swim in a bathtub.
This
Is that
gonna be
really
like-
swimming, though?
That was my point.
This is going to be like a very, very big bathtub. I say to the voice in my head, let's go with that. Let's maintain a positive attitude and go for a swim.
I think your friend the doctor will not survive the swim. It is not made for underwater. Is this acceptable?
Can I speak to the doctor?
She is a murderer and didn't
Yes,
turn up
but-
for the game.
I would like to speak to the doctor nonetheless.
You fucking android, get me out of here!
We have reached a bit of an impasse. As you can see, we are trapped in a room with a monster outside that
I
wants
can't
to eat.
see anything. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm stuck in this fucking.
Unfortunately, for us to escape, you may have to cease being alive. Is that acceptable?
No, that is not acceptable. My research is very, very important. You have to get me where I'm going. That was your entire fucking job. Useless fucking android. Sorry. Chris.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'd like to talk again to the child, please.
Looking around, is there by chance scraps of plastic or anything like
Yes,
that?
there's lots of things that are wrecked there. You're able to get scraps of anything. You'd probably be able to find some stems or something as well. They haven't been completely destroyed.
Yep.
But
Find a
nothing
few
of
empty
serious-
old garbage bags and wrap that speaker thing up. The best chance they have. Get the duct tape I patched the the android up with before.
Mm-hmm.
Tape it up. There. Now we don't have to listen to her, and
Give me
she has a
jury
50-50
rigging
chance.
roll. Give me a jury rigging roll and we'll see if it works. But do a private
We
roll,
won't know
please.
until we get to the other
Exactly.
side.
Do a private roll, please. For the GM.
Oh, okay. How do I do that then?
I should just say GM roll, I think.
I have to go back, I think. Where do I roll from? Here, we'll go here. I think I've figured it out.
Let's see. I see nothing.
If not yet. Does everybody see that?
I see nothing. Wait a minute. Let me check. There's a wee thing here. We go to.
By amazing coincidence, I see nothing is also what we'll find in the water.
Oh, that's true. Or maybe it's warm. Maybe she warmed it up for you. I see no
Dread to
roll
think what
from
with.
him. Yeah.
You see no roll, or you see a roll?
I see no roll. I am rollless.
Oh, I'm about to email it to you. The screenshot. I don't know what I did.
Don't worry about it. I'll forgive you. Thousands with me.
Check your chat.
I'm checking my
I'm not passing it.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, you wrap the box up, so you take it off of Hyacinth. The interface is now gone, and the doctor's wrapped up as well as you can. You're pretty sure it will go through.
Yep. Scraps of just plastic wrapped. All you hear from inside is a muffled boom, boom, maybe. Or no, it only happened in her head.
Should I? I'll flood the corridor now. You hear it through the muffled.
But as time as any.
I'm afraid the doctor will not survive this.
Is there anything we could fashion into sort of a rudimentary snorkel?
For you three? No, you missed that.
Well, Hyacinth won't need it.
No, but the doctor's in the box.
And Levin just tried to make it so she doesn't drown, get destroyed.
The box is wrapped up in plastic and duct tape.
Duct tape to the rescue.
Now we just need some WD-40 to get things unstuck. So
You start to hear the rush of water, that high-pitched roar, squeal, and then water hits it, and you see through the porthole as this thing is smashed into the wall. It's blue blood, the purplish leaking out into the water. You see it struggle, and it's gone past you. Wait 5 minutes, and then
Hyacinth,
swim.
it occurs to me that we didn't consider the bit where we have to open this door and all the water's going to suddenly rush in. It might be hard to get back under control once we do that.
We will have to hold our breaths and swim.
I think you won't have to hold your breath.
I think in this, like, from what I read, like, androids can't go into space.
No, they can't.
So,
Oh, okay.
like, it doesn't. I think androids need oxygen too.
I think. Well, I think if you
Space
you
is a
weren't
vacuum.
damaged, space is a vacuum. Yeah, I think if you weren't damaged, you'd be all right in the water, but because you're damaged, it'll be the same. So the time passes, and the door just shudders open as if it's been a lot of force being put into it, and you're hit with the water. I want you all to make a body save, please.
Easy. Failure.
Can I add athletics to this?
Yes, you can. Hyacinth, you take 9 damage.
Cool. I'm happy with that. That's fine. It's just that's only half my health.
you got 3 wounds. You'll live.
And both Levin and Abby manage to push out into the water. It takes a second as you're all pushing against the force of this. Then you swim out. You see the body of the Goriel kind of floating against the door at the far end. You manage to swim out. The water's still pushing, so it's pushing you in the right direction. And up to the north towards that C5. You hit against the airlock. You scramble to get it open. You press the button. It takes a moment. You see it fill up with water. And then the door opens, equalises, you swim in. And for 10 seconds, you're not certain what's going to happen. Your breath just bursting in your body. And after the 10 seconds, the water gets sucked out and you all fall to the ground. You hear from the things, "Am I dead? Am I dead? Did you kill me?"
But the mere fact that you are asking means that you are quite alive.
This could be hell. I can't see anything. Fucking android.
Well, hell is what we make of the real world when we're alive. So if this is hell, you might need a change of attitude.
When you hear
This is terrifying,
Levin's
Michelle.
eyes roll. I enjoy it.
You open the door and you enter a lab, and it is fully loaded high-end genetic lab. If the doctor could see it, she'd be very, very excited. You can see a lot of the equipment, though, has been destroyed, obviously been what do you call it? Been torn apart by these creatures. You see a human sleeve in front of you, so lying against the table. It's a body of a 30-year-old man, very muscular. It's ready for a consciousness download, you would think. You can see another male body that has been surgically separated at each joint and carefully aligned to where it would connect. There's no blood there at all. It looks like the body's been very well cared for. The door hisses open to the north, and a little bronze android girl steps out, discards a cloak. Looks like you can tell it's a very, very early model. There's no skin or tissue. Maybe it's been removed. It looks very robotic. The child looks at you, cocks its head, says, "Tears taste of salt."
I think I can feel a certain level of anxiety rising at all of these latest events. Could you please explain to us what is going on?
Tears
And why
taste
you
of
keep
salt.
talking- Why do you keep saying that?
Tears taste of salt. Give me
Yes.
an intellect save, please. Or an intellect check.
Intellect save.
Check whatever, or roll intellect, whatever the fuck it is. I always forget. I never roll anything in this game.
Success.
You think maybe she's broken, that she was able to communicate through the doctor because it was not actually using her voice. Same as she was able to communicate with you somehow before, but she can't actually speak.
I think this model needs repair. Levin, would you be able to help us there?
Well, if it allows me to kind of get near it.
It looks at you, cocks the head, and nods.
He would move up to it, take a look.
The
Mechanical repair? Jury rigging?
mechanical repair, I would say. Jury ring, maybe. Take whatever you're better at.
Cool. All right. If I use, I got various tools using.
You get
Do I
advantage.
get an
then.
advantage?
Yeah. Critical success. Why it goes from 0 to 99, I have zero fucking clue.
It's an array. It's a programming array.
No,
Starts at 0.
no, but they do it for normal dice as well. It's so fucking weird. Maybe that is why they did it, but still.
I rolled double zeros, by the way, people.
You kneel beside the girl, or the android, and you open up a little patch at her neck, and you see the various interfaces you're able to connect with, and you get your little tool out, and you fire it up, and just very quickly, it's a very old android, maybe you actually learned on something similar, and very quickly you see what's wrong, and you're able to repair it. And as you move away from her, she says, "Thank you. I have not spoken since Dr. Hernandez died." And she raises her arm and points towards the man that has been, what do you call it? Cut apart.
Cut up and...
Yeah, but there's a name for it, is there not? Dissected?
Not worth worrying about.
No, not right.
We got the chopped up body parts.
Yeah. I am trying to put him together. I was afraid your friend might stop him. But
Put him together again. Even if you did with the conscious... Oh, you can download the consciousness. You
Yes.
have its consciousness somewhere?
no,
The doctors?
Dr. Hernandez, I cannot bring back his consciousness. We have this body here, which would have been perfect for him. But I think he is
Yes,
gone.
we would have found out what was going on here.
Do you
Is
know
there
anything about
another
what you're
ship or another way out of here?
There is a ship, yes. She goes over
I
and
raise an
shows you
eyebrow.
all the map. Here, and she points at D5. There is a ship ready for takeoff. The people who want to steal the Gorio, it is their ship, but their pilot has died. They are coming.
And they're the ones in the cryogen. Can you leave the? I'm trying to remember who's in the cryo.
Yep, that was them. The a team that
Right.
came to steal the. They seem to have been locked in there.
Okay, and we flooded. Can you flood the hallway, or did you flood the hallway? And
I
leave it
have
flooded?
already. That I was only able to do that once. Now, when the water comes, I will not be able to do so again. The hallway is clear. We can make it to D5 if we are careful and hurry.
Can we upload the doctor into the spare body?
We would have to go back to where is it? I think C1. Yeah, C1.
Then maybe we just
I
make sure we
think
take
we
her with
should
us.
just get out of here and take the box with us. She can be. She can deal with
I do
a
not
body
Maybe we'll
or a
find a
consciousness
million
later.
person.
Maybe we'll find $6 million and we can rebuild her.
Maybe $6
At this
billion.
time, it's probably trillion.
Yeah. I was going to say
Interest.
billion, but no, it would be billion. Then it'll be 6 trillion. I am scared. I do not want to be here when those people come. They killed the others.
Well, let's get to their ship, and maybe we can make sure they die.
There are radiation
abandoning him.
suits in the safe room behind me.
I think we should get those then.
Yep,
Yeah.
radiation suits.
Now, there's the
Would that be the
question.
hazard suit?
Yes.
Do androids need radiation suits?
Depends. Yes, the radiation can kill androids. However, there are only 2 suits in there.
Well, I'm a human.
Are you though? Have we checked recently?
I think, therefore, I am. 11 will try to get in the radiation suit.
And you
Nobody
just letting
stops them.
It's probably best not to argue with the mechanic.
You recognise it's a panic room. These things are fairly standard facilities. They deal with any kind of genetic or bioweapons. One thing. you
Any
notice,
other weapons, etc. in here? Oh, hush.
There's a lever, so a thing against the wall for emergencies, so it's covered in glass. And she points to it. That is the kill switch. We could kill every monster and person in here, but we do not have enough suits.
Wait, kill every monster and person in here? That doesn't feel like a thing we want to be doing.
Only monsters are left. They
I
killed
volunteer
Dr.
to
Hernandez.
die.
Or we could make it to the ship before that happens.
How long does it have between causing it to go on and it taking effect?
Roughly 15 minutes.
So we'd have to book it for 15 minutes and get to the ship, and then seal the ship.
The ship is prepared for takeoff. Can one of you fly a ship?
We had an AI pilot.
Perhaps I can try. It has been so long.
Well, I've flown on enough ships over the years. I probably could at least get us out of here.
I mean, is there
But let's.
an angle I'm not seeing to this where this wouldn't work?
Well, we've only got one more radiation suit. That's a slight issue. We don't know what's in D2, D3, or D4. We know there is an airlock. But apart from that, it's looking peachy.
There is.
I believe that I will have a higher chance of withstanding radiation than you, who are made out of flesh. I will go without a radiation suit.
Right, and we're
A
going to do
noble
this.
of you.
Yep.
We're going to do this real time, right? So you've got 15
Okay.
minutes. To get
Oh
out
boy.
here. And if you don't,
All right.
the radiation will Kill Hyacinth and the child.
So, putting the radiation suit on. I'm assuming that's not a roll,
No, it's not wrong.
because I would just keep trying otherwise.
I'm not that mean.
Then we're heading back for the
All right.
airlock. Between C5 and C3.
Yep. You ready? The android, the child, takes one of your hands, and before she goes, she kisses the severed head of her friend.
All right, and then we book it. I mean, I don't know how fast we've got. You said it was 50 minutes since before the cryogenics.
Okay, yeah. You make it through the airlock. You head down into the main corridor, and as you reach the one to turn off to the D quadrant, you hear gunfire, muffled,
Shit.
but far. Maybe they found a way to get past the water, but it doesn't seem to be coming from ahead, not from where you're heading.
Sprint, or at least move as fast as I can.
You want to move as fast as you can, everyone else? I want body checks, please. Body saves from each of you as you in these suits. So not from, well, Hyacinth's wounded, so yeah.
Can I add athletics again, please?
Yes. 2 failures, and dum, dum, dum.
Okay, move slow, but at a steady pace.
Abby is out in front, child holding onto her hands, able to keep pace. Hyacinth, you are leaking through the duct tape hasn't quite been as magical healing as you hoped it might be. Levin, this suit's fairly heavy, so you're trudging on with it. You reach, you pass by the first door. What was that say? It says sump dump. You can see in it a lot of mechanical, so like wheels, some mechanical wheels and things, lots of piping. It looks like a very mechanical sort of room. The child pulls you past it as you go. She takes a second to open the door to the machine shop. Inside, you see 2 large 3D printers. You see they seem to be printing 2-foot-long brass shell casings. They get placed on a conveyor belt, and robotic arms take them, put them away. There's a door off to the right-hand side. You hear the whirring of this, the what do you call it, production line. This thing's 3D printing the brass. The child kind of holds your hand tighter, Abby.
I'm going to try and get past this, because I imagine 3D printing brass...
Yeah, there's
Sorry,
a
my
lot
partner
of
was
heat
coughing
coming
there.
off it.
3D printing brass is going to get kind of hot.
Yes, there's a hell of a lot of heat. And as you move forwards, yeah,
Is there, just as we're passing through, is there a quick way to push a button, shut something down,
yes, there's an
cause it
emergency
to
stop.
malfunction?
Yeah. Emergency
I want to
stop
make
right
it so I want to leave destruction and chaos behind us. So
now. Well, you've already put
suppose
on the
anybody down.
self-destruct, so I think. Benny, you
Yeah.
hit that.
Still,
You hit.
if I could just hit a button.
You can
but go.
hit a button and it stops. It screeches to a stop. The immediately the steam rises up from the unfinished shell, and you hear that high pitched roar. As from the door to the right, another one of the Gorium charge out. This one, it's the right arm, the right forearm is gone. There's a massive wound where it was. You can see that
Which
it's
door?
from the only door out, the one you need to go through, D3.
D3. Okay, that's what I was making sure. Okay.
It lunges towards Hyacinth.
Is there a way we can like push past this thing and get out of the...
I
or at least
attacked
injure
with
it
a
enough?
death wish.
Hyacinth's got a death wish. So attack. It misses Hyacinth. It's off. It's not. Yeah, no. It misses. It's off balance from its missing forearm. 22. So we'll say that you can. Let's say you get your stun baton fixed at 44. Okay. So what's the highest damage for your stun baton? Throwing a
5.
grenade. 5. So let's say it takes roll the damage again. Then
That was my trank pistol.
I know. All right, okay, then trank pistol. Roll the trank pistol. What's the damage to the trank pistol?
3.
Right, so that's 8 in total. Abby, you were throwing a frag grenade?
I let a shot. Oh, did I throw a frag grenade?
Yes.
I thought
The
I thought I
one
didn't have a
frag
frag
grenade
grenade to
you
throw.
brought
Yeah,
with you.
it's to shoot, do the damage for the gun. It was a crit, so you get the full damage plus a roll.
I'm sorry about that. I thought I'd removed the frag grenade from my thing.
I mean, if you want, you can throw the frag grenade, but I don't think anyone here is going to like that.
No. 1 second. Okay, ignore the damage.
What was the damage?
There wasn't any success.
No, there was the one from before.
Oh, I misunderstood. That's a 3 then. Sorry.
That's 3, so it's 11 plus 3 is 14, plus the 8 from Hyacinth. 11, are you hitting it with something? Anything?
Yeah. I'm basically gonna
Yeah,
be
he would
hitting
be.
it forever.
No, 11 has to hit it. Give 11 a turn. Roll.
I thought you had said me. Sorry.
No, it's 11. No, he doesn't hit it. He
11
tries.
missed.
He gets hit by some of the steam coming off of the machinery. It doesn't quite hit right. The thing, though, is keening. It's almost rolling on the floor. It aims again for Hyacinth, but just the one functioning arm just nicks at her clothes and pulls off. You can all attack again if you wish. The child is stepped back.
I'm heading towards the door at the other side because
You
I should still
just
be able to
push
hit
past,
it. But
Yeah, you start to run past it.
I failed, by the way.
That's okay. The Abby, so braces, puts her legs so shoulder width apart, one hand, so shoots and gets the thing right between where the eyes should be, and the blue and purple brains splatter out all over the back of Levin's head as he runs through the door. The child said,
I'm in a biosuit. I don't notice.
"Yeah, not at all." You don't care. And Levin, you're then the first one through the door. And again, just about everything's wrecked, but there's all over the place. You can see weird looking. You're not sure. They think they might be weapons, or there's a hat that's somehow armoured. Once the creature's finished so squealing and dying, the child pulls Abby and Hyacinth into the room. This was Dr. Hernandez's hobby. These are strange weapons. The hat is funny.
What does the hat do, Abby?
He called
I'm
it
Abby.
the
Child,
ass hat.
robot.
It is
The
the
ass
ass
hat.
hat. And I'll tell you what it does in a second when I find out.
The ass hat.
The ass hat.
That's an interesting name.
We're not on the problem. Cause of the shots not applicable, blah blah blah. Special the anti-security system hat emits bursts of microwaves, heat and cooling this, in addition to a strobing light under the bill of the hat. This will distort any security footage and cause the wearer not to be picked up on thermal motion detectors. There's other weapons, some of which are destroyed. One of which Abby points the child points to and calls a ballbuster.
We really should get moving. As if there's something you want to take with you to grab it. Otherwise, let's move.
There's weird.
Grab a
They're
weapon
following.
because it's always helpful to have a weapon.
You take the one then that looks like a weapon, the ballbuster, but there's strange things like a coffee mug looking thing, something that looks like a loudspeaker, the ass hat, there's a couple of balls kicking about.
I grab a coffee cup. Always good to have coffee.
You thought it looked like a coffee cup, but you see it's you'll find out. Anyone else grabbing anything?
Heads for the door.
You're just pushed ahead to the door. You start hearing gunshots. You hear another squeal from one of these, the Goriel. You see there's only 5 minutes left for you to get to the ship. You're out into the corridor. You can see that the creature's relieved itself here to chat something. There's a stink that, well, none of you would actually get it. You're in the, radiation suits. And to the left.
Keep going forward.
Yes, to the
No
left.
time
there
to
is
pause.
there's the airlock.
Straight through the airlock as quickly as possible. We're probably getting good at these by now. We've done a few of them. Can't hear you, Michelle.
How many things are we being chased by at this point?
Oh no.
Well, we killed the thing that was
Yeah.
last trying to bite you, but we're against our own countdown as well.
I guess run through.
The airlock's
Yep.
the airlock cycles. Get out. You smell something sweet. Or you do, Hyacinth, something
That's
sweet
definitely not
coming out of you. The corridor goes forwards and then turns a sharp left.
As soon as we get through, I'm going to shut the airlock.
Yep.
And
you've
is
done
there
it.
something I can do to damage it from opening?
Not without taking a few minutes.
Not taking a few minutes.
Okay.
Good call.
As you enter the room before last, you see two large battle mechs. They must have been what the shells were being created for. There's a whole scaffolding system above them. This is a massive chamber. There's hangar doors in front of you. You see where the ship must be.
Did the battle mechs come on the ship?
No,
Or were they making battle mechs here at the back of the base?
They were making them here. These battle mechs were for... I am not sure what they were for. Dr. Hernandez had plans. Right then, you hear the voice. Comes from behind one of the mechs. I see you people have got some of the goods. The child hides behind you, Abby. Those cunts put us to sleep and expected to get away with it? No. We killed that cunt Hernandez. We're taking that kid. When the rest of the team get
many
here,
are
we're
we?
off.
What do
Is
we
the
see?
ballbuster looking quite self-explanatory to me?
It just looks like a handgun. He's got one as well. He's the exact same. He's got a pulse rifle against his back.
That makes things a bit more complicated.
The gun's in his hand. So, why don't you just all fuck off out of your pretty little suits?
No. You got about 3 minutes to get on the ship and fly us out of here or we all die.
I'm not a
I
fucking
blocked the
pirate,
doors
you
and we can't.
twat. What do you mean?
Well,
you
I
blocked the
keep heading.
doors?
You're going to...
He raises his gun towards you, points at you.
Your friends ain't coming. The dang hallways are flooded.
He fires and gets a 5. And let's see, does the
My
suit
AP
give you any
is
armor?
5.
Your AP is 5.
My A...
5 damage, so your armor takes it. The slug hits into you. You feel it, the kind of heat coming from it has buried itself into the plastic of your suit. Abby, Hyacinth?
I'm going to fire the ballbuster at him. Now, I haven't statted that up or put it on my thing
Sorry,
yet.
I'll tell. Just give me a combat roll.
I have to attack, don't I? Because I got a death wish.
It's a failure.
That's a failure. That's not
Damn
good.
it.
Wait a minute. Combat check 59, and you got a 59?
I got 97.
That's not a failure, though. Or do you need
97
to get below?
failure.
97's a failure, yeah. But the combat check from Abby... Do you need to roll below? That's fucking weird. Anyway, you shoot. It goes wide, hits into the wall. You hear as well, as if it expands. The child says, "Don't let him take me."
I want...
You've got 1 minute left. He fires again, this time towards... things ran out of much. Abby, you take a hit. It is 5. Is that 5? Have you got 5 armor? Or...
I don't know how much the suit
She's-
is taking,
Yep, if she's wearing the suit, same hazard suit as 5.
but I've also got 2 fatigues on as well.
Ooh, there you go. 2 fatigues.
Oh, but like plus
I know.
AP2.
Yeah. No, that's grand. It doesn't.
Oh, do they
it doesn't-
stack?
Technically, they should. Yeah. I mean,
Oh, okay.
what would
Then I got
happen is
6. Okay.
what would happen is if it goes through the top one, it would be destroyed. Yeah. So another shot goes
Okay.
off. You feel as well, Abby, that it hits in, and you feel the heat of it. And it seems like it grows a little bit and then stops.
I'm gonna try and get past him and take the robot child with me.
Okay, you go to run past and give me a body check, please. With athletics. Hyacinth, 11, what are you doing?
Going to try to get past them also, but as I pass, I want to try to at least put a nail in his hand or arm or something, or body. So
I got a critical failure at my body check.
He sticks his leg out and trips you as you try to run past.
She said it's a swear word.
An alarm starts to go off. Howling. 20 seconds till self-destruct. You see the guy's face drop.
That's not good.
He points the gun at you, Abby. Get me the fuck out of here.
Come with us, stay here. You've got 15 seconds.
He's pointing the gun at your head. Just
I'm pointing my gun at his head.
and
I'd like to hit him with my baton.
then roll.
If he's focused on
Critical failure.
Abby, I'm also going to attempt. I can't hit shit.
You. So
And then keep
Hyacinth,
moving.
You try to keep moving, you try to hit, and there's a flash of light so bright that you go blind. And a few seconds after, you see basically a skeleton flesh lying there, the wreckage of two androids, one of which was your friend, the synth skin slewing off with white flesh underneath it, the electronics inside melted. The child looks almost untouched, but is lying on the floor in a very strange position. Both of you, other than the pain in your eyes, seem unhurt, as do the droids, the mechs, I mean.
So Hyacinth is gone,
Hyacinth's
and
dead. The child is dead. The guy is dead. It's just you two left.
To the ship.
what the fuck was that? And takes off to the ship. Did you see what the hell happened?
You get to the ship.
Did you throw a grenade?
Do I,
Tried to
do I
fire the
make any
ballbuster.
like dying sounds?
Would you like to make a dying sound? Make a dying sound.
I say, remember everyone, remember to always drink lots of water.
Tears taste of salt.
Can't believe that I died on rolling a 77. Seven's a lucky number. How is that a critical failure in any other game?
Abby, Levin, it's your chance to get out. You're at the ship. You see the doors are closed above, but you think they'll open when the ship starts to fly. Who has the best chance of getting it to fly?
11.
Right, Levin, give us a roll, please.
What do I? Excuse me. What am I using?
Well, what skills do you have? What would be?
Well, I have skills. I have mostly industrial equipment, mechanical repair, 0G,
Industrial
jury
equipment, I'd say.
rigging.
Or jury rigging.
I've been around this.
Let's
I've been
go-
around this stuff often enough.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
So an intelligence, jury rigging, give you that to get you up into the out of the atmosphere, and you can send a
And
message.
since I'm not actually repairing anything with tools, I can't do an advantage. So, oh, barely.
You get in, you find the right things to check, you fire it up, raise into the air, the doors peel open, water rains down, starts coming in a flood as if it's going to push you back. You feel it pushing against the ship, against the engines, and then you roar into the sky, leaving your doctor friend, who was likely a murderer, your incredibly loving, therapist melted onto the floor, and a bunch of bad guys and monsters, and a couple of people you didn't meet 'cause you didn't go that way.
I'm quite happy with dying in an attempt to save my human friend's life. I think that's a noble death for Hyacinth Bacon.
I think so too.
So the doctor's recording box device also fried?
Yeah, that's right. No way that would have made it.
Who made the electromagnetic pulse is what I'm going. It must have been.
And that is us. We are finished with Mothership. This was meant to go on longer, but since we're going back to Mass next week, it had to fucking die. He's didn't all die. I'm surprised. A button says up
Me too.
exactly Rob. That
I've
is how you
almost
fly.
died.
Almost. But almost.
Oh no, Levin didn't get heart treatment, so somewhere within all the adrenaline goes away, and now
Odds are even, Levin.
the Marine is alone.
Odds are even.
Even.
You managed to get a defibrillator on the ship just as your heart goes into arrest, and Abby saves you. And for the rest of your lives, you are tied together.
Oh yes, as we drift.
Did they get
aimlessly
married?
in space.
If they do, probably not for long. I'd be killing. She's got her ball buster. The good thing is, the thing about the ball busters are that they, when you hit someone, it does 1d10 damage, and an hour later it does 4d10. Which is why I said when I hit into your armor, it kind of expanded. And the weapon that you took, no, the 11 took, is has a rechargeable battery. It's a spinal spike. You need to hit it into the spine, and then you can take over their bodies.
Interesting. All right, guys, are we ready? Because I
We
have more
are
fun
ready.
to do here
We have no Fallout tomorrow. We have Marvel on Monday. I've still not put up episode 2 on YouTube. I shall do so. Just finished recording for. See you, Rob. Just finished recording for Cult, and now we're going to raid the Lollygaggers. If you're going to kick about with us, Lavaita, when are your games? Vampire on Friday.
Friday, yes. Hopefully this one goes ahead.
And thank you very much, and we will see you all soon. Bye.
Bye.